I was the main person who set the sparks alight and gave the opportunity for a lot of those kids to do their own thing. And punk rock had its success because it enabled people to do things which before they thought were impossible, like being in a group. Because prior to punk rock, being in a group and expressing yourself in that way seemed very, very difficult, you know, and quite mysterious and not within your grasp. You could, you know, with punk rock, just if you learnt 3 chords, you could get up on stage and do your thing, and that progressed over a period of 5 years up into the present day, where you have, although a lot of music that I would consider very bland right now, a lot of the attitudes that were prevalent in 1970 and 1977 through punk rock, it's given a lot of people confidence and is still here with us. You know, people would, from a fashion point of view, be it in music or be it in clothes or be it in films, would say that it's old-fashioned, but in fact it isn't really. It's still here and it's still under the surface and it's still bubbling over. And I think it will come back in new forms always, because the attitude is so very, very good. Because it's to do with people doing things for themselves and to do with people controlling their own methods and their own culture. And whether you do it through the form of, you know, clothes, or whether you do it through the form of music, doesn't matter. Okay?
As you can all quite well imagine, the letters that get themselves printed are only the tip of an iceberg. The iceberg in this case seems to be one of a particularly threatening nature. In fact, it is an iceberg that is drifting uncomfortably close to the dazzlingly lit, wonderfully appointed Titanic that is big-time rock, pop, tax exile, jet-set show business. Letter after letter repeats the same thing. You all seem to have had it with The Who and Liz Taylor, Rod Stewart and the Queen, Jagger and Princess Margaret, paying £3 to be bent, mutilated, crushed or seated behind a pillar, all in the name of modern 70s style super rock. The aforementioned iceberg cometh, and that iceberg, dear readers, is you.
Everyone that was involved in punk was a child in the 60s. So we grew up with rock music at the centre of the universe and as a medium for social change. And what we got when it was our turn was feeling that we'd kind of missed the party, you know, we'd grown up too late to be a part of that.
The whole country had this feeling that there's no innovation, there's nothing happening. Definitely not for us. When you looked at all the great music that had happened, you really sort of felt, well, what are we going to do?
You really didn't have a future. No matter how well you achieved academically, it's like, why bother, know your place?
We didn't want any bullshit. We didn't want to have an older generation's views put upon our shoulders. We didn't want to have to toe the line.
You've created somebody who has nothing, and out of nothing, I'm going to build a whole new suit of clothes. Out of nothing, I'm going to look great. Out of nothing, I'm going to terrify your children.
In London, it felt as if a great ashen cloud had fallen over everything. The great idealistic issues of the hippie era, gender politics, issues of race, issues of authority, were not listened to. And in fact, I'd gone to the Home Office and said, we have been arguing with you, and if you don't listen to me in my generation, the next generation is going to come at you with knives.
It's 1977. Honey and Jackie magazines are packed with girls with perfect Charlie's Angel flicks, wearing flares, pinning posters of Rod Stewart to their wall. Legs & Co. sashay mumsily to the latest disco hit on Top of the Pops. And lovely David Soul is at the top of the charts with Don't Give Up on Us, Baby. The back pages of the NME sell I Choked Linda Lovelace t-shirts in reference to the famous porn star from Deep Throat. Despite the birth of feminism, for many young women, 70s Britain isn't exactly the land of opportunity.
But But some young women are looking for something a little more underground, something more dangerous, something they can call their own. That thing is punk rock, and it's in little venues like this one that they get to take centre stage for the very first time.
So it was here, at the Harlesden Coliseum in London, that the Slits, the first all-girl punk band, played their debut gig on March the 11th, 1977. Their chaotic performance and in-your-face irreverence made a huge impact on many of those who were in the audience that night.
I just felt like, I wish it was me. This is what I want to be. What they sang and how they behaved just spoke to me.
Armol is beating the crap out of the drums. Tessa, all in black, she looks amazing.
Ari, more than any of the female performers, and even maybe the men, typify the spirit of punk rock.
She's flashing in her old raincoat.
You know, it was complete revelation to see them because they were just so energetic, so wild.
It's pretty extraordinary, actually. No women had ever done this before.